Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gaming with me, Tony Mo, and I'm here today on the eve of the release of the War Games with a bit of an early present from Respawn. They've went ahead and dropped the full details for the patch that will be launching alongside of the War Games DLC tomorrow. Very exciting indeed. Let me go ahead and get this out of the way right from the get-go for you guys, though. There are no substantial weapon or Titan balancing changes being made with this patch. So that's right. We're all going to have to be sad for a little bit longer. Scorch hasn't seen any changes. I know a lot of people shouting about the G2 still. It seems that that just isn't the focus for Respawn right now. And when we talk a little bit more at the end of the patch notes about their plan to test aim assist very soon, much like they tested the high time to kill, I can fully respect and understand why we're not seeing substantial changes with this patch like we saw with the last patch. Their focus is in a different place right now, and I think they are really concerned about the core Titanfall 2 gameplay experience, making that more enjoyable across the board, regardless of your personal skill level. And I'm looking forward to testing more features like the modifications that are making to aim assist with this upcoming patch. So let's go ahead and talk about the things that are actually changing, the things that we didn't already know about. Now, obviously, the third weapon slot is being added into the fray. For those of you who have been asking me in Twitch chat, this was honestly a substantial discussion we had. In order to switch between your primary and secondary, you'll tap Y like you do now, or triangle. And in order to switch to your anti-Titan weapon or your third weapon, you'll simply hold Y. Very similar to how games like The Division, Ghost Recon Wildlands, and Destiny have handled 3 weapon slots. PC players, of course, have their key bindings, so we can do it however the hell we please. Now, in terms of that new featured mode called Free Agents, as it turns out, it is a free-for-all mode with a twist. You'll have to collect 3 batteries to call in a Titan. Batteries are going to be located around the map, and on death, you'll actually drop your battery. So it's going to be this just chaotic free-for-all fray where you try and hunt down 3 batteries so you can get a Titan and become substantially more powerful than the rest of the people on the battlefield. Honestly, not something I'm looking forward to. I'm not a huge fan of free-for-all when it comes to Titanfall 2, but if you are a fan of those lone wolf modes, I do like the objective-based twist on this, and I'll at least be giving it a go to bring you guys my thoughts on the mode. Now, speaking of modes, Titan Brawl will finally be making its way into Mixtape Matchmaking as a permanent mode. No direct details on whether or not they'll be fixing Titan Brawl, as I know it is currently broken inside of private matches, but maybe that's something that will be happening along with the patch that they simply haven't included here. Fingers crossed. Now, speaking of private match, we're getting more private match settings, more ways to customize our private matches, and I'm really excited about this. I've got the full list on screen for you guys right now, but you can see that we can now modify round and score limit, the round and the time limit. Pilot boost can be turned on and off. We can modify pilot health from anywhere from 25 to 500%, so we can test out all sorts of time to kills. I'm actually really excited about that. Modifications to the pilot boost and Titan meter multiplier and overdrive can be made. We can set respawn delays. This is, of course, great for the competitive community, and also very great for those of us who just like screwing around with weird health values. Something I'm definitely going to mess with in private matches during stream. I can see it now. We're going to be playing free-for-all with nothing but silenced P2s, and everyone's going to have 500% HP. It's going to be dope. I honestly hope this leads to more customization options. When I look at private matches and when I look at how we use them in my community for live streams, I would love to have one team set to 500% and the other team set to like 100%, so we could do like zombies and infection type stuff. You know, the same sorts of crazy modes that we were able to come up with back in the days of Halo 2, so on and so forth. So who knows what the future can hold for private matches. Maybe Respawn will give us even more customization options going forward. Now, they've also added an Easter egg to glitch. We'll have to look for that. That's random but fun. There's been additional performance optimizations made on the Xbox One. Hopefully this means we can get some better frame rates on maps like Angel City and Colony when playing on those higher field of views. But more importantly, ladies and gentlemen, the evac ship will now leave immediately once all living players are on board. You know, at least if you hang out on my streams, that I cannot stand the way the evac ship is currently handled. It's no longer a fun mechanic, it's a complete novelty, one that I'm frankly relatively tired of. So to now see that we have a reason to rush to the evac ship as the last remaining members of our team and actually get the hell out of Dodge as soon as we make it there is definitely a nice bonus. You don't have to sit through an entire match where the other team already slaughtered you and then watch them slaughter you all over again as you try and leave inside of your dropship. Very happy to see that being changed. Not exactly the interactive change that I was hoping for, but very cool nonetheless. We're also seeing some modifications made to CTF. They've modified the HUD there, and a slew of miscellaneous bug fixes, all of which I'll have on the screen for you guys right now. To actually point one of the more important bug fixes out here, Monarch no longer gets 2 electric smokes when using her upgrade core. This is definitely a big thing. Monarch could just basically pop electric smoke all over the place, and that was definitely being abused by good players, so I'm happy to see that one getting sorted out right now and right here. Now, let's talk about the future, because Respawn leaves us with a little bit of an end note here. They want to thank us all for helping them test the high TTK experimental mode. To quote them, they say, "There were thousands of comments across multiple communities, and we're still debating the pros and cons of different changes." Now, with this upcoming patch, they're going to be testing another balance test focused around aim assist adjustments. They're going to plan on combining the lessons learned from both tests in DLC 7. So console and controller players, they're really looking to us to send them their feedback. Whether you play on PC with a controller, or Xbox One or PlayStation 4 with a controller, this is going to be the test for you guys to head on out there, see how it feels, let them know if you like it more, if it feels like it's maybe in a position now where you're actually struggling to aim. Hopefully, it's enough where it's noticeable, and where you do have to work a little bit more to track your targets, but not enough to make lower skill players all of a sudden feel like they can't shoot the broadside of a barn. It's definitely something I've wanted them to look into, especially as someone who does spend quite a bit of time playing on the Xbox One. The aim assist can just be ungodly, and frankly, I don't like the game doing that much for me. It's gotten to that point where I don't use certain weapons in certain situations because the aim assist is so powerful. I just know it's helping me out way more than it needs to. I'm going to be very interested to see how these aim assist adjustments function, not just with the rifles during ADS, which is what a lot of people point out, but also even with the SMGs, which can definitely feel the aim assist boost, especially when moving past targets in close quarters. Really excited to give this one a go, and I want to remind you all that these are tests. These are ways in which you can help provide feedback to shape the future of Titanfall 2 multiplayer. Stop getting all frustrated and salty in everybody's comment section and everywhere on the web, and just actually test out the frickin' mode for Respawn and then give them your feedback. I had so many people spend like hours writing multi-paragraph rants in my comment section about high TTK and why I just wanted the game to change for the betterment of only me, Lonely Tony Mo, the only person who wants high TTK, rather than actually giving realistic and substantial feedback to Respawn to help shape the game forward going forward. If you're really that frustrated with the changes, let Respawn know why you don't like them. Don't just say, "This sucks," but let them know why it's affected you as an individual and actually give that feedback directly to them. There will definitely be an outlet for that. I'm sure they'll have a Reddit post as well as a forum post in the near future where they'll be asking directly for just feedback from the aim assist adjustment test mode. That's going to do it for me, guys. As I mentioned, not much going on with Titans or weapons. It seems that this is their focus right now. Get the DLC out, deal with some bug fixes, focus on minor gameplay improvements, and focus on testing things that could help shape the core gameplay moving forward for Titanfall 2. I totally get that, and I have to say I'm really excited about this aim assist test, just like I was excited about the high TTK tests. Any other questions or thoughts from you guys regarding the patch notes or anything else, feel free to throw them down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow for War Games, and as always, remember to play smart, remember to play to challenge yourself, but most importantly, remember to play for fun.